Now, a KXAN News in-depth report.
Dangerous criminals could be walking free, ironically, because of an increased demand for DNA testing of evidence. Now, because of long wait times for DNA test results, KXAN News has learned a Central Texas county is considering creating its own lab, but the cost to the taxpayers will be in the millions. Shannon Wolfson has the story of a family who's waited more than a year for DNA results in what is now a cold case murder.
In the darkness on a quiet country road in Travis County, emergency lights signaled the start of a painful journey.
Life goes on, and I was like, but it doesn't for her, and it's not fair. It's not fair.
Trish Rivera misses her cousin, Elizabeth Escobar. She was 24, a mother of 2 little boys.
She tried hard. She was battling her demons, but she was a good person.
Someone killed Liz on July 6th, 2011, dumped her body on this Manor road and set her on fire. And no one has ever been arrested.
It's not fair that they're still getting to live their life and do the things that, they're getting to have this day, and she doesn't. That's like, they should be in jail. It's just not fair that they're just getting away with it.
At least for now. Because when we started investigating this story, it had been 12 months since investigators sent DNA evidence found on Elizabeth's body to the DPS crime lab in Austin, with no results.
The state lab is overwhelmed with every other agency that doesn't have their own lab and has homicides too and sexual assaults, and that DNA is in that lab. So it gets held up there. Held
up because, according to DPS, DNA submissions to the lab have increased 32% over the past 4 years. Call it the law and order effect. Juries want DNA evidence, so investigators are testing more of it.
You can't get a quick enough turnaround on some cases. And it's not like it is on TV. It's a dilemma for us, and we're working to try to fix that.
Roger Wade is the spokesperson for the Travis County Sheriff's Office, the agency investigating the Elizabeth Escobar case, one that's highlighted the need to do something about DNA test wait times for DPS, which does testing for law enforcement agencies in 254 Texas counties.
I can't say enough how great DPS is to work with, but there are other options that we need to explore, and one of those is maybe relieving some of the burden that DPS has by building our own lab.
The Sheriff's Office has already approached county commissioners about how to pay for a new lab.
I think that's a conversation that needs to take place, and we're talking about public funds here, and there's not a lot of public funds out there to go around.
Travis County Assistant District Attorney Buddy Meyer agrees wait times hurt victims' families and postpone justice in some cases, but says the DPS lab does a good job.
Can it be quicker? I think that we always want to improve or decrease the time frame. Yeah, that's a work in progress.
Progress is hard, though, for a family waiting for justice.
Get it tested to find out who did it. If we have that and we just can't get it tested, I don't know, it just seems like not real or unbelievable or, a slap in the face to find who did it. Because they're still out there, and they're probably thinking they got away with it, and they're probably going to do it again.
Right now, the Department of Public Safety says the average processing time for DNA at the Austin Crime Lab is about 4 months. In 2011, the lab completed testing on more than 1,300 DNA cases, which included examinations of more than 26,000 pieces of evidence. Well, DPS is doing a lot to keep up with this increased need for DNA testing. They're adding more staff, a new crime lab, and more communication with law enforcement have all been used to cut down DNA processing times at the DPS Austin Crime Lab in recent years. As for the Escobar case, DPS says it was an unusual case because samples were submitted in July of 2011 and in February and April of this year. In all, 15 samples have been tested in that case, and according to DPS, they have all now been submitted to the Travis County Sheriff's Office. We're going to stay on top of this case and keep you updated about any new developments. Shannon Wolfson, KXAN News.